We have a lot to go over with very little time. I guess we should announce the merge, Ant.
Oh, yes. We are merging Compound Media and Censored.tv. Compound Censored. The two largest voices in this chasm of cancellation have joined forces, and that's a very good thing. We are going to continue doing, my show will go on uninterrupted. We're doing the same show that I've done over there when it was just Compound Media. But now, under the umbrella of a united Compound Censored, it's going to be even better. Gives us a lot more opportunity to do a lot more things. And I'm very excited and psyched for it, Mr. Gavin McInnes.
And it's just more for everyone. And show the rough idea for one of the. This is a very ugly, rough sketch, but it'll be an amalgamation of our two sites. So it'll be Compound Media Censored. Compound Censored is the new company, and when new shows appear on the bottom, they'll have like a yellow outline for Compound and a black outline for Censored. And no one is losing any shows. We'll continue with Gino, Chrissy Mayer, 21 Guns, and have all the archives. So this merge unites, I don't know, as Biden would say, 1,000 billion million trillion hours of content all in one place.
700 billion and $1,300 billion.
Now you're going away on vacation tomorrow for a week to celebrate.
Yes, to celebrate. I'm going, I have the week, 4th of July week. I'll be back on Monday the 8th to start on this new joined entity, Compound Censored.
And all Compound subscribers have access to this site. All Censored subscribers have access to this site. No one's getting cut off. It is a merger. No. It's just more bang for the buck.
Oh, you're getting more people. More.
Did you find out from Gavin, or did Anthony kind of DM you or text you on the side?
No, it was like a meeting after Gavin and Anthony's show last Wednesday, and Anthony was on Zoom, and Gavin was in the studio.
Anthony didn't know the meeting was happening.
Anthony didn't know the meeting was happening that day.
He said, I was like, are you sticking around for the meeting? And he was like, what meeting?
And then today he heard that people were announcing it was the last show of Compound, and he was like, wait, is it? And then had to look up that we were off next week and finally realized that, yes, we were. This was
really off next week. We're the offest we've ever been next week.
So he had no idea on that either.
And was Gavin a dick when he gave you guys the news?
He said it sucks for Garrett because, he gave Garrett all these compliments. And it was it sucks, you're fired.
He was a dick.
Yeah, he was a dick.
He was
a dick to everybody, and, not everybody in particular. He was actually really nice to me. But I don't want to be...
He wasn't a dick, but he was just like... He was protecting his friend Anthony and didn't really care about the rest of us, kind of. Like, we were all costing Anthony money, and he was helping his friend Anthony not lose money anymore.
Fuck that, man. Fuck you.
All right.
This is fucking bullshit.
I accept that.
Garrett's the funniest fucking guy at Compound Media. He's been pretty fucking funny lately.
I know. Look at him. Look at these guys.
I enjoy him.
I am going to miss everybody.
These guys turn off the fucking show right now and walk the fuck out. He just built your fucking studio.
They weren't even there.
Fucking dump them on the fucking sidewalk. Fuck this. This is bullshit. Turn the fucking show off.
Well,
turn it off.
And this show marks the Now everyone's going to freak out. It's the last show that will be done from the New York studio, even though I'm not in the New York studio, but you know, the studios, the booth.
Wait, what?
Chad was right. Chad was right. Everything's closed up. Wow.
Hold on, so you guys are leaving. Is this one of your last shows on this? I didn't see. I walked into this and had no idea.
Rick,
I'm late to the story here.
it's our last show in this studio. I don't care if I get in trouble. Everything's fine. But we're moving on from the studio, and I'm dragging fucking every Booth boy's dead corpse with me because they're funnier than me and Chrissy, and it bothers us. But yeah, nothing is changing other than this. But you've got to take a moment when you're not full of shit and say, "Let's dance, motherfucker." And we're not going anywhere other than from here. And I'm sorry, I've been a good soldier. I've said nothing. And at some point, you've got to say, look, I want my fans to know we're not leaving you.
What's going on?
There they are.
What?
Oh, you haven't heard about this yet?
This is news to us, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Jesus.
No, it's not. It's been terrible to go through all the logistics of this whole thing. Well, everybody, we are a company in merging. We're merging everything with Censored.tv. Now, you, the subscribers, I want you people to know nothing will change. You will still be subscribed to Compound Media. That's how the payments go. It's not gonna. The price won't go up. You're still gonna get this show, and you're gonna get In Hot Water and Chrissy's show. Those shows are also involved in the merger between Compound Media and Censored.tv.
Not for long.
They both live in New England.
Oh, really? Haven't you, look, what did you...
Shut the fuck up, Gino.
Are you saying that on my show?
Shut the fuck up. Gay Pride Week, shut the fuck up.
Let me explain something to you, Kevin.
I have feelings. Hey,
let me explain something.
What did Gino say that Misery Loves Clips put out?
That Misery Loves Clips put out. That Misery Loves Clips put out.
That Misery Loves Clips put out, Gino? Comedy's not about fear? What the fuck was that? Who you, Walt Whitman? What the fuck are you saying?
What's that?
You had something on your show last week. Comedy is not about fear.
No.
What are you talking about?
I said real comedians don't attack people, and I also gave you.
Real comedians do attack too.
Physically or mentally. What are you going to do when you're not allowed?
How about Don Rickles?
You just don't understand who's in charge here. You just don't get it.
You told me to come over.
That's fine. Come over, but don't ever think that you're in charge here. I love you, but you're not. So don't ever do that. Yeah, make the face all you want to. Make the face all you fucking want to. But here's the difference between me and you. I'm funny and nice, and you're edgy and dark, and people think they can all do what you do, and they can't. So when I tell you to suck a dick, you suck a dick.
Is this going to be the second fight?
You pipe down. When you tell me to shut up on my show, I say whatever the fuck I want because they'll mute your mic. They won't. They like you better. But don't dance in here like I'm not good to you, and you think you're fucking better than D.A.
Throw him up against the fucking wall.
Do that again. I love you.
Throw him up against the wall.
Forget your fucking self. You fucking forget yourself.
I wonder Berg quit.
Yeah, because he's another one that's insecure. But don't dance in here when I got your back more than anyone else and tell me to shut up on, I'm trying to think whose show it is, our fucking show.
Yeah.
So let me say 2 words to you never had the chance. You're fucking welcome, old man. You're fucking welcome. You're fucking welcome, old man. You're fucking welcome. What do you have to say to that now?
Look up the tweet.
What do you have to say to that?
Gino had his final In Hot Water from the Compound Media Studios yesterday. Compound is merging with Gavin McInnes's Censored.tv, which, by the way, business-wise, I think is the right decision.
Yeah, Cumia has no idea what he's doing. He's hemorrhaging cash. And again, if you don't know what's going on, I guess they're shutting it down and only Gino and Chrissy and Cumia is just going to get a check from Gavin, and Gino and Chrissy will be fired within, I don't know, a few months, a year. Like, that's just what's going to happen, I'm telling you. This is no indictment of their shows, as I can assure you I've never watched one. But I know Gino's a blabbering dork with no fans who can't stay on topic when he talks. So I can't imagine he's a good host of a show. He's an alcoholic, and he's an insane narrator. So there's no way this guy can put together a show and deliver it. Facts. And Christy Mayer might. I don't know. Christy Mayer does have the biggest fan base of Compound Media by far. You know, just when I poked my head in and seen the live shows. And again, Christy gets actual numbers and interaction on her content. Christy's able to cobble together a poor man's tour and get out there and do a little stand-up. And Gino just can't. Gino has no one who wants to watch him. No one can follow what Gino's talking about. He's such an emotional baby. It's always just rage and screaming and never finishing a sentence. And, you know, you've seen the text and the DMs. It's like, it's literally that, but coming out of his mouth. So it's like, okay. You know, but we'll see. My prediction, they're both gone in months to a year. In a few months to a year.
And let me tell you, you get what you want. Well, to quote the Cowboy Junkies, hold on, honey, because there's a new dawn coming, and the big bird will take you away, okay? Are you angry? Are you hungry? Are you tired of staring at the wall? Fucking, there's a new dawn coming. And let me explain, as I leave, that the universe handed me this.
The things that won't be continuing, unfortunately, every time something like this happens.
Mergers.
We have
merger.
Redundancies is what they call them in the business.
What a coward.
But
he gets all ensconced in South Carolina and is like, now I'm going to fire everybody via Zoom.
Kevin Brennan got what he wanted. He's making a ton of money, being angry, looking like a tomato. Okay?
Especially on the technical side, you get two of things, and that's what we're dealing with here. So the wonderful, of course, young Garrett, who I've worked with many, many years in different operations, and Drew, who like a drunken party brother to me, love it. And of course, Steve back there, whose name I wouldn't even know if he hadn't been made such an embarrassing speech at Garrett's wedding. And there he is. And Luby, of course, the wonderful Luby. And is anyone else there in the studio?
Kevin's there.
Iraq.
I don't know what they're doing with Iraq yet. I'm not sure what the merged company's plans for Iraq are.
Like I am loyal to the people that have been good to me and my friends. You, fucking George. Rick calls me today and I go, can you call him for 5 minutes? And then I hijack his afternoon. I walk in and Vidal's here because like I always thought he was coming. Glenn comes out of nowhere. Fucking Nelson Peabody brings fucking 18-year-old children, which we love. Big balls, bam. And this is the point of what I'm saying. Is that really him? Don't put my brother on.
Business-wise, for Anthony and Gavin, it makes the most sense. They have the same audience. For Christ's sake, they do a show together once a week. If they have two separate companies, they're just splitting that audience's money. If they bring it together, it can all go into one big pot. And who knows? Maybe one day, Gino can get some of the guys back that we're going to talk about him losing and, all of that. But Gavin is a businessman. Anthony is a broadcaster. Anthony running his own business, there was a lot of overhead. He gave a lot of people a living for 10 years. He gave a lot of people work. He had that big expensive studio in New York City. That lease couldn't have been cheap. And, he had to do that, all while bringing in subscriptions behind a paywall and putting on good shows and all of that stuff. I don't think Anthony said before on other shows, I don't want to be the boss. He doesn't like being the boss. Gavin loves being the boss. Gavin Gavin McInnes has run a shitload of successful companies, even with people on his back, watching his every move, trying to get him shut down. He still built a successful advertising company. He helped build Vice back when Vice was, fucking Vice. So Gavin is more the business guy of the two. So put all the money in one big pot. Let Gavin run it. I'm sure it'll be a very successful company. Anthony can do his show until the end of time. Gino's going to be there. Chrissy's going to be there. They've got studios that I guess they need to build now. The talent is going to be responsible for their own broadcasting surroundings. And honestly, I'll talk to my boy Gino this weekend. I've got some tips for him if you want some stuff to get his studio started. Number one, Rodecaster, Shure mic or EV mic. Boom. That's going to do most of it for you. Then you get a real big badass computer. You get 2 monitors, one for your OBS or whatever stream thing you're using, the other one for your clips and everything else. You'll be good. But Compound is merging with Censored.tv. And as Compound merges with Censored.tv, there's going to be, what do they call them? Not dualities, redundancies. And they're going to have to square some of those circles, as it were. Okay, they're going to have to fire people.
You and Steve, you really did something special, along with Mr. Bisconti over there.
Yeah,
great.
I'm glad we were rewarded for all the time we spent filling in for Anthony when he was out.
Look how awkward it gets for Gino and Chrissy. They want to have Garrett on and support Garrett, and then they get all nervous. And watch Canoe. She has to fucking dick ride Gino because Gino's such a fucking loser now that she has to support her boy.
Nemesis. Right, yes, everyone loves your horrible angles, but you and Steve, you really did something special, along with Mr. Bisconti over there.
Yeah,
great.
I'm glad we were rewarded for all the time we spent filling in for Anthony when he was out and all that stuff. It was such a compliment to get rewarded for all that effort.
Look at Gino. Gino's all nervous, like, what's his take on this, pal? Hey, pal, what's your take on that, pal? You got to still dick ride your shitty boss, Cumia, who fucking stabs everybody in the back. But, Garrett's telling it like it is. Look at Canoe hiding. Finally, she's coming to her sense. Hide that fucking face. Look at Chrissy. She's trying to support Garrett, but she's like, oh, I'm in a little bit of a pickle. Because I still work for Cumia. Imagine what they're making now.
We put in.
Yeah, because remember when Cumia couldn't work for like a month because of the heart surgery? Garrett and Steve filled in all the time. And that's your reward. No good deed goes unpunished.
Well, at least Gavin, gave you a compliment before he, really just fired you.
Yeah, I believe he yelled, now clean it up. And you're like, no one's putting this shit in boxes for you, are you?
He called me economic redundancy, which was really nice.
Oh,
Please.
man.
We'll see how this all plays out.
Yeah, we'll see how it all plays out, Gino. How's it going to go for you, Gino? We'll see how it all plays out. Is that Gino's going to get fired next?
Mr. Beat says, I love Gino, but I can't believe Gavin decided to keep Gino around. Not a smart business move. I disagree. I think Gino is a great personality. I think Gavin's going to get the most out of what Gino provides. Because Gino is a lightning rod. He can be very controversial. He's remarkably outspoken. He entertains a lot of people, and then he rubs a lot of people the wrong way. Something I understand completely. My whole career has been as many people fucking hate my guts and watch me as love me and watch me. And I think that's a very valuable asset as a broadcaster. So I think Gavin's going to get the most out of what Gino provides. And look, man, I really wish Gino was here today to talk about it, but here's what happened. Gino went out, it was kind of a wake or a funeral or whatever for a lot of his staff because he's losing a lot of his guys. And I know he loves Garrett and Steve, his producers in the booth. He loves doing a show with those guys. He's not, I'm sure Gino is not in the best of spirits about those guys not having a job anymore. and not being able to work with those guys anymore.
So the wonderful, of course, young Garrett, who I've worked with many, many years.
There he is.
In different operations.
For the record, I actually am a Garrett fan. I've always liked Garrett. He's always been cool to me. That's I agree with Kevin on that one. Garrett, like, no matter what was going on, whatever the drama was, whatever Anthony was saying, whatever Iraq was doing, Garrett was always cool to me. That's what's sad about any of this. So when I'm like celebrating that Compound was going down and I'm dancing on their grave, I do feel bad for Garrett, but Garrett's a talented guy. He's made enough contacts. He'll probably get a better job, honestly. He'll probably end up getting a better job. I'm assuming he stayed with that Anthony out of loyalty. Probably underpaid. I don't know what they were paying him, but he really did make that whole operation go. It wasn't anyone else. Cumia's checked out. He just shows up. Iraq was just, hey, let's bring on Steel Toe. Let's bring on Eric Zane. Let's give Carl the fill-in. You're a fucking idiot.
And Drew, who like a drunken party brother to me.
I met Drew a few times. I don't have an opinion on him.
Love it. And of course, Steve back there, whose name I wouldn't even know if he had.
I've only met Steve a few times. I don't have an opinion.
Made such an embarrassing speech at Garrett's wedding. And yeah, there he is. And Luby, of course, the wonderful Luby.
Is Luby on payroll?
And is anyone else there in the studio?
Kevin's there.
Iraq. I don't know what they're doing with Iraq yet.
He's gone.
I'm not sure what the merged company's plans for Iraq.
He's gone.
But yes,
Bye-bye.
Unfortunately,
bye, fat boy.
You know, we've had to let everyone know on the technical side at Compound Media that it's been a nice 10-year run, and you know, them's how things goes.
Cumia really drug his operation over the finish line. He drug it because he wanted that 10-year mark because he doesn't want to say he failed. Even like, we had a good run. 10 years, that's nothing to shake a stick at. Leo Gunn's here, everybody. Imagine firing Garrett but keeping Gino. Amazing. I mean, that's honestly like, I mean, yeah. I mean, you're right.
Sometimes it's heartbreaking for me. These guys have been you know, with me on a daily basis for years now.
Garrett is one of the finest employees I've ever seen. I mean, that is fucking sad that he didn't have the balls to bring Garrett.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Cumia is kind of slimy like that. Like, he's kind of a pussy. Like, if you got a guy who's loyal to you, like Garrett, you know, you talk to him, you sit him down, you talk to. You don't have Gavin do it.
Well, we'll ask Keith because I think Kevin Brennan's on the line.
That's true.
Kevin Brennan is
Keith,
on the line.
Do you want to talk to Kevin Brennan?
I'll say hello, but I don't got much more than that.
He's on us.
Let's do it. Line number 1.
Okay. Kevin.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
I'm in my car.
Thanks for such kind words you had for me today. I listened to most of it, and it was heartfelt.
How are you watching my show if you're doing your show?
I watched it between Anthony's show and our show.
Oh. Okay, first of all, I guess Keith was on. Keith.
He's there.
How are you,
Keith, I'm fine. I don't want no trouble, but
good.
Let me get this straight. You hired Bill Schultz instead of Andrew Schultz?
In hindsight, yes, I guess that's a very true statement.
I just want to make sure I heard that right.
No, yes, he did work there prior to his brother approaching us. But yes, we did hire his brother instead of. No,
they're cousins, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's cousins? I thought they were brothers. Well, there you go.
So he's going to hire Gavin's guy Asian Pat Dixon. This is pathetic.
Work
well, I'm a little sad. I'm not gonna lie.
a lot
This
of
is
times
bad.
and hang out, go to the bar, meet people at the
Garrett's
bar.
just a
If there was
great
something
guy
going
and
on
a great producer.
that somebody was doing, yeah.
All right, full disclosure. Let me just give my Compound Media. Let me talk about my experiences with Compound Media before the cult turned their back on me. Before Chrissy and Frank got everyone involved because I said she wasn't funny. So they all went full on war with me. They brought in Carl. Carl turned. And then after Carl turned, Gino turned. And then Gino turned. Anthony finally turned after I had countless appearances. I actually tweeted out the last time I was on a show. Or one of the first time. I think it was the third time I was on a show. It's on my Twitter at Chad Zumock. And this motherfucker came late to the game to pile on. And that's when this all became a thing.
Fuck that, man. Fuck you.
All right.
This is fucking bullshit.
I accept that.
Garrett's the funniest fucking guy at Compound Media. He's been pretty fucking funny lately.
I know. Look at him. Look at these guys.
I enjoy him.
I am going to miss everybody.
These guys should turn off the fucking show right now and walk the fuck out. He just built your fucking studio.
Yeah, why are they even there?
Fucking dump him on the fucking sidewalk. Fuck this. This is bullshit. Turn the fucking show off.
Well,
turn it off.
Fitzy, thank God the people in the booth are a little more reasonable.
Yeah, why?
Not as
I don't want to fucking hear it.
Why are they even there?
I agree.
Fuck this. I sat through Eastside Dave getting fired, which I fucking can handle. I'm not fucking standing for Garrett getting fired. Fuck off.
It's technically a layoff. It's a redundancy.
Don't give a fuck.
He's not fired.
Without
Fired means you did something.
Garrett and Steve, there is no in hot water. It's fucking Gratcast. I don't give a fuck about Gratcast. I want to see a stupid fucking microwave moving its fucking mouth.
Yeah, I agree.
This is fucking bullshit, Anthony.
I know, Fitz.
Well, I'm not going to give you my fucking money anymore. Go fuck off.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Then fix it.
I know some people will feel the same way, and I'm very sorry to hear that. But things have to move forward here.
He paid Joanne and Steve and Bill Schultz $100,000 a year for 7 years, but now all of a sudden he's got to fire Garrett. It's pathetic.
Make it fucking right.
All right, Fitzy.
Wow.
Thank you for your opinion.
No, it's not opinion. It's a fact. It's a fact. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. Seriously, this is absolute, utter bullshit. Absolute, utter bullshit. I'm canceling my whatever as quick as I fucking can. This is disgusting. And now it's just going to be all politics and Nick Fuentes, and it's fucking pathetic.
Whew. He was not happy.
Yeah, he's not alone. He's not alone. He speaks for the most of us. You fucking coward. You old racist coward. We got title, old racist coward.
I get it.
Old
Fitzy isn't saying anything I don't know. Up and down and sideways. I totally understand Fitzy's fits about this whole thing. But again, you have to understand,
No, we don't. We don't have to.
This has been going on now for a couple of years.
No, we're consumers. We don't have to understand. We don't have to take your side. We're the customer. It's the marketplace. We don't have to understand anything. You paid the fucking Bill Schultz $100,000 a year and Joanne $100,000 a year for 7 years, and they brought you nothing. And now you're firing Garrett. With no severance.
This should have happened sooner. But
yeah, I said it should have happened sooner.
We kept it going because of how awesome everybody is and how much fun we have.
No,
and,
you should have fired Bill and Joanne years ago and kept Garrett.
all that nonsense.
Everyone was like Garrett and Steve. They all like the show together. I'm like, all right, don't get too excited.
So
more calls,
Fitzy.
more calls.
So you don't even know you got 2 extra years.
More calls
that you didn't even know you were getting when you were getting.
Thank God I got out while that fucking ship was sinking, and they kept Gino. That's pathetic. That's where he's gonna get killed. They kept Gino and let Garrett go. Nobody likes Gino. They only watch Gino. They only put up with Gino because Garrett was in the booth. That's why Gino's free show on YouTube nobody watches, because it's just like Gino talking about his fucking political fucking leanings. Nobody cares, Gino. You're a loser.
You should have been telling me fuck you 2 years ago. But
Right.
yeah, that's kind of the situation. Harrison has some thoughts. Harrison,
Sounds
yes,
gay.
sir.
Hey, Ann, I just wanted to call. I know it's your last show, like with the New York studio, but I've been listening ever since Artie was there. I've had a subscription all through Landau, still currently. I'm just going to miss the whole New York studio and totally out of New York officially. I mean, I'm sure you're going to still bitch as much as ever about it, which I can't wait for. But just that last piece of New York.
Yeah, I'm not listening to anybody being like, I'm going to miss the studio. Are you?
I think the first time I was ever on Anthony's show was, I would say 2013, 14. I'm guessing. I came on by myself. I had a great appearance. Then I came back again, and I brought a local comedian. He used to do comedy, Joe Howard from Cleveland, Ohio, who used to be a friend of mine. So I brought him on with me, and he got hammered. And then I came back again, and again, and again. And then Artie and Anthony became a thing. I came on Artie and Anthony twice. And then Artie, obviously, we know what happened with that. And then he picked up our buddy Dave Landau. I came on with Landau a few times. I did it via Zoom during COVID, and then they all turned. But before that, I was a frequent guest. I did Gino's show a few times when I was living with him. I'd stop by the studio. I'd hang out. I did Bill Schultz's show once, and he always wanted me to come back. But even when I was there, I go, this show sucks. I'm not coming back. Apparently, I was on Pat Dixon's show. Have no recollection of it because it was boring. So I did a lot of the shows that were there, and I was always hanging around because I was in New York 7 to 8 months living with Gino in Harlem. And when I was out the door at 10 a.m., I just go. I was on the go. Going to coffee shops, meeting up with people, doing podcasts, going to Gas Digital, going to Sirius XM. And I admit, I'd go to Compound Media. I'd sit in the lobby while Anthony was doing a show. I'd be on my laptop, waiting for my spot that night at New York Comedy Club, or meeting Godfrey at the Stand, or opening for Godfrey at the Village Underground, or doing anything. And I'd stay out all night. I'd get back at 2, and it was lather, rinse, repeat every single day. And if I had a show on the weekend, I'd fly out, do whatever. But Compound was fun. It was a good time. We'd go to Sullivan's. We'd have a good time. It was just very unfortunate. Some people said it was sour grapes. Yeah, a lot of it was sour grapes. It was, because I was a part of it. I was in it. Unfortunately, like guys like E-Rock, who make terrible decisions, decided to make me public enemy. And the fact that you guys all followed Chrissy Mayer's lead just showed that you're all fucking sheep. And look what happened since then. Compound fell apart completely. E-Rock drove it to the ground. Steel Toe's marriage ended. Anthony had a heart attack and almost died. Keith the Cop quit. Kevin left. It was just been a series of... Frank and Chrissy won't say my name. They couldn't shut up about me, but now they won't even say my name and pretend like I don't exist. We know, Chrissy. And I'm not going to stop saying that baby looks like a lot like Anthony Cumia, because it does.
He didn't have the balls to bring Garrett with him. I mean, someone's got to run the technical thing. So he's going to hire Gavin's guy, Asian Pat Dixon? This is pathetic.
Work.
Well, I'm a little sad. I'm not going to lie.
A lot of times and hang out, go to the bar. meet people at the bar.
Garrett's just a
If there was
great
something
guy
going
and
on
a great producer.
that somebody was doing, yeah, we might get together and join them, comedy shows or something. It just, 10 years was a great run, and we built up quite the relationship, this whole team, and that's the part of this that I really fucking hate. Don't like any of that. I'd like to be able to continue doing this with everybody involved, but truth of the matter is, the way podcasting is these days, it's just not viable anymore to have that much overhead. It's the overhead that really does it. Bands these days, it's just not viable anymore to have that much overhead.
I've been saying that for years with this fucking clown show. Having a studio.
It's the overhead that really does it. Bandwidth charges and pay. I mean, obviously. But, like I said, I hate the business end of it. I hate all that shit. And I would love to be able to continue doing the show and have all those guys in the booth involved. But that just was not possible. The whole kind of landscape of podcasting has changed. It's gotten a lot more.
I thought you weren't a podcast. He never called himself now all of a sudden he's a podcaster? I thought you were a radio personality doing a studio show. It was a TV show. Now he's a podcaster?
It's gotten cheaper for people to do. They don't need networks anymore, When we first started this thing 10 years ago, people could start up a podcast and do so, but who's going to watch? No one would watch it. There wasn't a lot of people just watching separate podcasts, so they would join a conglomerate kind of a network like Compound Media, and that kind of worked. People would pay subscription price, and that way we could pay everybody and whatnot. And when a lot of podcasts started coming out, and a lot of them were free,
they're all free.
And people started doing Patreon, and then super chats on that. The whole
he's literally talking to me. Hi, Anthony. Garrett, if you're listening, model
of the subscriber-based thing didn't work as well. It still works, and it works well with
It don't. It hasn't worked for years, and he's been pretending. Gino, did anyone ever bet Gino about the Compound Media closing, the studio closing? Remember, Gino was offering that bet that, of course, Gino would never pay you.
Joined company like Compound and Censored. Again, you're getting more of the people that you want to see in one place, Gino? That are pretty much banned from broadcasting in other places.
They're not. Gino just sucks. Gino's banned like he's banned at every comedy club. He's not banned. He just sucks, so they don't have him there. Same with Chrissy Mayer, that horse face.
I know fucking Gino would get kicked off of YouTube in a second if he did it.
Gino's on YouTube, you drunken clown. You drunken racist. Gino's on YouTube. You don't know that? Gino's friends with Stuttering John, too. You don't know that? Wake up, you fucking old man.
His entire show from YouTube. So the subscriber-based thing works in that sense.
Gino and his 50 fans?
Censored has figured out a way to really get the shows out at a much cheaper rate than Compound was.
Right.
Look, when we started Compound Media up, it was me and Keith the Cop.
You had a lot of subscribers.
Cop. I'm a fucking on-air guy. The technical end of this thing was daunting. It was just fucking crazy. And a lot of mistakes were made. A lot of, companies that we got into business with
Artie Lang
to run things wound up costing unbelievable amounts of money.
Yeah, because Keith is an idiot. They had a billing company that they were using. So Keith switched billing companies because he got a cheaper one. But in the process, they lost like 10,000 subscribers because they were just going to be a clean transfer, and then they weren't.
A lot of those things were never remedied, and it just turned into a big expense. Even though the company's making money, it just was, as Gavin likes to say, bleeding money.
Was it? So, Gavin invented that, like the Proud Boys? Gino's not on YouTube. He's not, Cumia. You racist clown.
We made this move to join the two companies together.
Right.
And we're what you call partners in it. And I'll still be doing my show, same time, same length, all that. Me and Gavin will do our Wednesday show. You'll be able to watch all the shows on Censored. And Chrissy and Gino will do their shows from their respective studios. So that's why this is kind of the last
Gino's
show
apartment?
that will be.
I mean, Gino's apartment? He don't have a studio.
Broadcast from
Chrissy had a e-bag to build her studio.
Okay, I don't know if you guys know or don't know. I guess we're supposed to be off next week for vacation.
Vacation. AKA Compound closing them doors, man. You guys are all about to be unemployed, or at least from Compound. Anyway. But, Chrissy doesn't have to worry. She's got a YouTube channel. Keanu, she's not really attached to Compound. Gino, if I were Gino, I'd be sweating, dude. I'd be fucking so scared that, my meal ticket, my free ride is coming to a close. The nights of eating the nights of Gino Bisconti and taking Keanu out to a nice steak dinner and a wine and a cigar and taking trips to Nova Scotia to visit Frankie McDonald, who you guys never paid one time in 5 fucking years. You used and abused a mental fucking handicapped person. And you extracted everything. And he was a big part of your show. How much money did you give Frankie McDonald over 5 years? Nothing. So if I were I would be so fucking worried because we've seen the numbers on YouTube. They don't translate. You say you have thousands of subscribers on Compound Media that watch your show. That all might be fine and good. There's no way for us to fact check that. On YouTube, we could see. There's about 80. There's about 80. Tops. When nothing else is on. You might get 120 at most. So what's Gino going to do? I'll tell you what he's going to do. I'll tell you what Gino Bisconti is going to do. He's going to start off, he's going to go over to Compound Censored, the crossover. Everything's going to be all good. He's going to do In Hot Water from Censored.
Gino's a bitch.
But that's not going to last long. Gavin's not going to put up with them shenanigans. I know Gavin liked to, stick dildos in his ass and fucking kiss Milo Yiannopoulos. But Gavin don't put up with fucking bullshit. Gavin's going to fire Gino within 6 months to a year. I'd say a year. We'll give it a year. Gavin's going to fire Gino, to which Gino would then be out on the streets solely. All he'll have is his YouTube channel, which doesn't do well. So then what's Gino going to do? I'll tell you what he's going to do, Keanu. He's going to be begging you for cash. You're going to have to support your man. Now, I hope I'm wrong. I hope both of you, nothing but, I'll take a Nick Rekieta line. I hope both of you make $1 million. Okay? Not going to happen, though. You're going to be supporting your 55-year-old senior citizen husband. That should be fun. That should be a blast. As Abraham Hole would say, that's going to be a real hoot.
Going to be a real hoot.
Wow.
It's been amazing. 10 years. And
didn't I call it? How long ago? Gino, remember I said there's no way they'll go past 10 years in the studio. There's at least me saying that 50 times.
We got a lot accomplished. I think we inspired a lot of other podcasters and, a lot of offshoot podcasts came from it.
Who?
Gas Digital, Legion of Skanks started on Compound Media.
What?
In my fucking basement.
What?
And unfortunately in my pool, which I had a shock with chlorine the next day. But they started there, and then Lewis saw what was going on, started Gas Digital for Legion of Skanks, got other shows.
Again, that network don't make any money either. Remember that guy quit and Lewis was crying?
because they couldn't pay them a living wage?
Was on a lot of people, you know, obviously we hear Rogan talk about the old show that I did on at my house, at my Roslyn house in the basement, which kind of started this whole thing. But it was even before that, live from the compound, that inspired him to go, hey, what is this? How could somebody just put something on like this? And, you know, that worked out very well for him. A lot of these podcasters have kind of looked at the model that we started many years ago
and rejected it
and went, yeah, we'll do that. And then the market gets saturated and, you know, shit like that happens. The fucking, you know, Bidenomics economy didn't help either.
He's blaming Biden? Let me get this right. He's not blaming Gino Bisconti or any clowns like that or Keith the Cop. He's blaming Biden. Wow. Wow. Look how far he's fallen. What a sad, sad, sad man. Look at that look of confusion, trying to like, what, how else can I spin it? Garrett just got married. He just went to his wedding. Now he's cutting him loose. The best employee I've ever been around.
So many people saying, hey, I'd love to resubscribe, but I can barely afford food.
Nobody's saying that. Nobody said that.
That's part of it. You know, the economy, people, when they start cutting corners.
Nobody said that.
You know, a goof.
Nobody said they had to cut it's $9 a month.
The podcast network that drops N-bombs isn't really top priority on the list. But yeah, so that's where we stand. Nothing will change for you guys except for, you know, obviously the absence of some very fine people. I'm not happy about it. I wish it could have gone another way. It could have. It going another way for many years, a couple of years at least, where about it. I wish it could have gone another way. I kept it going another way for many years, a couple of years at least, where, you know, money wasn't really being made here.
Yeah, no shit. Right, Gino? Remember me saying all that? That they weren't making any money there?
But, you know, everything was cool. So I wanted to keep it going. So that's what we did.
Wow. Wow.
So, you know, it sucks. I hate it, but it's necessary, and we must move forward.
Yeah, Eugene Stoner, I heard that news. Compound Media's done. I guess Gavin merged it, bought out fucking Cumia. Man, I don't. What's the value there? What's the value there? I mean, unless, like, I'm looking at it the way, like buying a channel, buying a media brand is kind of like buying a wrestling company, right? Unless you're getting the tape library. You know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine why you'd buy Compound Media, like for the staff, for the studio that's leased, that they're overpaying for. Like the contracts with who? Chrissy Mayer? And by the way, nobody gives a fuck about the wet spot. Chrissy Mayer does very well with Simcast, but nobody gives a fuck about Chrissy Mayer's wet spot. Or fucking, I love Gino, but it's not like, you know, In Hot Water is not fucking, you know, none of these shows on Compound, they tune in for fucking Cumia and Gavin. So if you're not getting Cumia, and I don't understand. Yeah, Gavin, Gino might get rid of Gavin. I know he doesn't like Gino, but from what I heard, him and Cumia have like a gentleman's agreement for him to take care of Gino. But Gino will be fine, dude. Doesn't Keanu's family have like money or something? Yeah, Chrissy Mayer's wet spot conservative hour, as Mike David called it. But yeah, I just don't know, like, unless you, again, I would buy Compound if you're telling me like I own all the shows now in perpetuity, because that's content you could always chop up and monetize and put on different platforms and maybe make a little money from. But what are you buying Compound for? It's literally, it's upside down money wise. Zen Rhino said if Gavin fires Gino, then him and Aaron will team up to do Steel Toe. Well, I certainly hope not. I like Gino. A lot of people don't like Gino. I think Gino's a little bit better than slumming it with fucking Aaron, but Cynically Insane said Gino already stood Aaron up today. Is that true? That's very funny. Aaron's on everybody's pay no mind list.
Garrett sent me an email. I don't know if you guys were aware of this. Garrett sent me an email yesterday. Actually sent it to Bill Schultz, and I guess he BCC'd me. So I guess he didn't want Bill Schultz to know I was involved. I don't know. No time for losers. We are the champion. Anyway, Garrett sent me, said if you want to zoom in or call in or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, why the fuck not? So I called in. Garrett gave me the fucking regular call-in line. I was like, after that, because it was busy like 3 times. So then I was like, then I checked. I'm like, oh, he should have given me the regular phone line. I called in the hotline. Got right through because I'm VIP. Anyway, so I called in. I was listening before I called in. No. What happened? What was happening? Yeah, I guess I started listening, and then Keith the Cop was on, so I figured I don't know how it happened. Anyway, I followed Keith the Cop. So Keith the Cop, this is the end of Keith the Cop. And then I guess Keith the Cop is in the weed business or something now, because they're talking about I guess he implied that earlier in the interview that he was not, he was a little high. He's got the pinky face going too, but I guess he's out in the growing the weed or something. I don't know. Anyway, I hope this works.
Keith, because I think Kevin Brennan's on the line.
That's true.
Kevin Brennan is
Keith,
on the line.
Do you want to talk to Kevin Brennan?
I'll say hello, but I don't got much more than that.
He's on us.
Let's do it. Line number 1.
Okay. Kevin.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
I'm in my car.
Thanks for such kind words you had for me today. I listened to most of it, and it was heartfelt.
How are you watching my show if you're doing your show?
I watched it between Anthony's show and our show.
Okay, first of all, I guess Keith was...
Is Keith on a plane? What is he sucking on? Is that the new invention to get high? It's like a oxygen mask?
On Keith.
He's there. I watched it between Anthony's
all right, everybody,
show
and fuck everybody if you're like, Brennan sucks today. I don't give a fuck. I'm still on the air. I don't even know if we're going to do numbers today because everyone's traveling, I guess. I don't know. I saw on the news today's a big travel day with the airports, etc. So I don't even know. Was I going to cancel the show? No.
Our show.
What the fuck is Keith sucking on? Is he trying to... Remember you used to do that? You would blow up a baggie and then you would suck in your own air to get high. Is that what he's doing?
Okay, first of all, I guess Keith was on. Keith.
He's there.
How are you,
Keith? I'm fine. I don't want no trouble, but
good.
Let me get this straight. You hired Bill Schultz instead of Andrew Schultz?
In hindsight, yes, I guess that's a very true statement.
I just want to make sure I heard that right.
No, yes, he did work there prior to his brother approaching us. But yes, we did hire his brother instead of...
No, they're cousins, right?
Yeah.
Because they're cousins. All right, so let me get this straight. All right, everybody go. Let me get this straight. So I was listening, and he was saying, all the people that work there, Keith had a great eye for talent. And so I guess Andrew Schultz was working there. He approached Keith about doing a show there. And so I guess they let him do a show or a couple of shows, and then they hired Bill full-time instead of Andrew Schultz. Who's doing better now? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Anyway, then Keith thought they were brothers. I mean, I can't even. Anyway, I didn't want to be too rude on the phone.
Well, there you go.
Okay, Garrett. Keith, you know I'm a fan. You know we had a couple of misunderstandings along the way. I just don't want to crash my car. I got emotional today because, and if Keith wants to back me up, Garrett, listen, I didn't work on radio for a long time, but you're not good at your job. You're fucking great at your job. Me and Brian McCarthy would come in. Our show was such a shit show. Keith will second that. and we would cut to you. You always had something funny to say. You're always paying attention. I was like, in my head, I was like, why is Garrett paying attention to this fucking shit show? He's hired to do Anthony Cumia's show, and basically everything else is gravy. So I was always like amazed that you always laughed at the jokes. And the one thing I always said, I said, there's no way Cumia, the only person Cumia needs is Anthony himself and Garrett, and he's good to go. So the fact that you were let go blows my fucking mind. Like, I almost started crying practically on my show today. I was very, shocked and depressed about it.
Thank you, Kevin. I noticed. You brought me up many times, and it was very much appreciated. And I agree with your sentiments, Like, even the thoughts around here was like, oh, everyone's going to be fired except me.
I've said that a lot. We're all getting the boot, but Anthony's going to tell you to move to South Carolina with him.
Or something, yeah. And
then never happened.
I get it, why he didn't,
it turns out he hates you. He wants you to fucking live on the streets and be destitute.
So Asian Pat Dixon is doing all these shows now?
Supposedly.
No, he's doing Anthony's, I think.
Just Anthony's, yeah, just Anthony's.
Gino and Chrissy have to do their own.
No, but I'm saying he's going to do all the main shows. He's going to do Gavin's show, and then he's going to do Anthony's show.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, I can have you on my show and ask all these detailed questions, but so when I called you on Monday about E-Rock, you already knew that you were fired?
Yeah, we knew last Wednesday that we were all fired, but we were told not to say anything about it.
I mean, that's unbelievable. You're getting fired and you're still a good soldier to the end. Even today when a guy called in, he's like, why don't they fucking walk out? I was like, yeah, why don't they?
Because Anthony deserves it. He kept this around so much longer than it had to be, and we had the easiest jobs ever, and we were pretty much sucking off the tin of Anthony.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And it was we'll do it as long as we can, and thank you for letting us do it for as long as we did. That's why.
Wade, of course, is not happy. I get it. I understand people will not be happy. They have grown very attached to a lot of these people. Wade, what's up?
Well, I was just telling Garrett, those guys do a lot of heavy lifting for you, and some of the other shows, they're all right. I don't watch hot water and all that, but I'm watching you and Garrett and Drew. They're like your right hand man. They tell you what if you can't think of a movie, you can't think of a song, or they're like they got you, and they're right on.
Oh, I know.
With bringing your stuff in there. And kind of hate to lose these guys.
I know you. No one hates.
It's over. It ain't gonna work. I just realized with this caller. I feel the same way. I can't wait to cancel my subscription. I don't know if it's going to automatically be transferred to Censored.tv, but and I don't want to be supporting the Proud Boys, but this guy's right. He sounds a little drunk, but he's right. It's it's not going to be the same. He's going to have a new producer. He's going to have they probably have that Asian Pat Dixon producing all the shows. And then Garrett's funny. Garrett's fantastic. Steve, I could take or leave. And not Steve, Drew. Drew is fine too, but Garrett's fantastic. So Cumia fucked up by getting rid of Garrett. He's going to lose a lot of people. This is not going to go well. Garrett not being there. It's just not going to be the same. It helps that he's in South Carolina. So Garrett's not on screen, but the fact that Garrett's gone he's going to take a hit. Cumia, I'm talking about. Garrett will have too, of course.
Hates to lose these guys more than me. Just realize that.
I predicted Garrett. He would always take Garrett wherever he went, and he just didn't have the balls to stand up to Gavin.
I understand the upside they brought to every show on.
Did you? Did you?
To every show on Compound Media.
Did you?
You know, they're the comic relief, the sidekicks,
Yeah, then why are you letting them go?
I understand. It's not an easy thing to do, and it's not going to be a loss that goes unnoticed. I get that.
I'm canceling.
But you have to move forward with this whole thing.
So what's going to happen to those guys? Where are they going? I mean, did you help them get other jobs, or you help them get that you go, okay, you can go over to this place, or these guys would love to have you. God, I sure hate to see Garrett go back to Sirius XM.
I am not an employment service, sir, but I will do anything I can to obviously help them out in any way. I don't know, while we change over, things come up that might work. I know, that Gino needs some type of engineer to work equipment and whatnot. So I don't know if he's going to take on one of the guys for that, or I just don't.
I don't have an engineer. I'm doing fine. Gino has 50 people. Gino's going to pay Garrett out of his own pocket. That'll never happen.
I don't know what that entails, or maybe as we continue going on with the show on Compound Censored, we see some things open up. I don't know. At this point, here's where we are.
What's your show going to look like without Garrett and Drew? I mean, half Asian, whatever his name is, going to come in, take their jobs, and do what they're doing.
Well, we're working on that. We're working on what logistics.
Hey, why don't you tell us after everything's been worked out? I mean, it's this firing Garrett, even though not everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Particularly, it'll go live, but it's going to look like this. It's going to sound like this. I mean, going to the booth obviously isn't an option. Again, that sucks. I get it, but here's where we are. It's 2024, my friend.
Well, I know you're stand up back during the pandemic and all that, and Drew lived with you, and Dave lived with you, and
yeah. I mean, we had a blast.
You guys, we're in the trenches for big time when it was really hard, and now, dude, we're coming out of it. We're coming out of it, and I would not trade my. I'd cut back on my food before I cut back on Compound Media.
Well, I see you haven't cut back on your booze since.
Yeah, I have. I've cut back a bit.
Oh, have you been?
I'm like I'm starting to have a little wine and just a
couple of early evening beverages. I like it. No problem, my friend. I appreciate it.
I'm not hitting it. I'm not hitting the hard stuff like I used to.
No.
What the fuck happened to this show? Adam.
Gotcha. Little buzz, little late afternoon, early evening buzz is fine.
Oh, dude, fine. I've been up since 5:30 this morning, so. I just waiting for the. I was just waiting for the debates today, and.
Yes, we will talk about that a little bit. In a little while. I just obviously wanted to address this whole situation. But Wade, I appreciate your dedication and your concerns. And like I said, we're moving forward. And again, like everything else, we have no idea what the future will bring. So thank you, Wade. You have fun with your wine or whatever else you'll be drinking for the rest of the day. I appreciate that. I think I might even have a drink after this. It's fucking, you people know me. You people know me as well as anybody. No, I do not like stuff like this. I like status quo. I like just gliding. Things are working. Let's keep them going. Things aren't working. I think we could keep them working. I don't like conflict, confrontation. I don't like being a boss. I just don't like any of that stuff. So
that's why he had to go to South Carolina to fire everybody. Wow. Unbelievable.
Who's ready for a vacation? Let's listen.
But kind of a special or unspecial announcement. This is actually our last Wet Spot show, like here in this studio. I don't know, like all of.
There's Frankie. This is everyone takes advantage of this guy. He brings so much to the fucking table. You know, he's there every show. He bails these people out when their show is going miserably and it's boring and it's stale and they're talking about fucking whatever they're talking about. There's Frankie McDonald to bail them out with a weather update or with just a quick-witted line. How much did Frankie get paid over the 5 years? Or whatever it was, 4 years? Nothing. So this is your karma. You use and abuse a mentally challenged guy like Frankie, and this is your karma. Compound coming to an end. You fucking pieces of shit, man.
The details, but I guess there are some changes coming to the network, and
there are some changes.
Stay tuned is what I'm going to say. And yeah, I don't know. I thought it would be a buzzkill if I said that at the beginning of the episode, but now I'm just sad because I was thinking about it the whole time.
How incredible is what Frankie? Not
Frankie,
now.
we're having a moment.
How incredible has this show been, and what you've done, and what you've built? And it's not over. It's just a new.
What did she build, though? Like, that's my question, Kiana. What did she build? I mean, I'll wait for an answer. Yeah, Gavin coming in with the axe, says Brian. Yeah, it's bad. Gavin doesn't like you. There was a notorious episode, Victoria, of I think it was the Anthony Cumia show where Gino was co-hosting, and Gavin had questions for Gino. He's like, Gino, how do you make your, like, what do you actually do? Essentially is what Gavin was saying. Like, what does Gino actually do? And when you really break it down, and I don't even think Gino would disagree with this. I think when you really break it down, Gino, all he does is drink and use his compound as his meal ticket. And I know, Gino, I understand. Look, Gino, I understand you have to deny these claims, and I know you have to fight for your network, and I know you'll probably call me a troll, and we hung out on Friday and it was a good time and we were drinking, but it's like I don't think you can deny facts, right? I think that's just a fact of the matter. I don't even say you use I won't even go there. I'll just say Compound was your meal ticket, and now that it's merging, I mean, you'll still be there. But for how long? And like I said, I'm willing to bet it's going to be 6 months to a year until Gavin says, yeah, Gino, what do you actually bring to the table? We've got no new subscribers because of In Hot Water. So we're going to have to let you go, bud. There's always YouTube, right? So, I mean, I don't know, man. I wouldn't put all my eggs in the Compound Censored merger. For me, I would put most of my eggs into like my own brand, Gino Bisconti. Yeah, you have 80, to 120 live viewers. That's a good start, at least. So what? You're gonna follow these guys over to Compound and Censored.tv for what? Just to be let down? Do it yourself, Gino. Time to grow wings and fly away from the nest. Let's listen to Chrissy.
I would have on Stonewall all the time. And it was Corinne Fisher, and I think John Fish. And I don't think any of those people would talk to me today. Maybe John Fish, because he's so nice.
He is so sweet.
But, oh my God. Yeah, I'm kind of sad. But I don't know.
It's a new beginning.
Yeah. I'm going to do what I can from home for now till we figure out what's coming up next. But yeah, I don't know. We kind of just found out. So.
And
okay, but
what he thought was right.
Visconti?
He's the moneymaker.
Yeah. We're told he.
Gino has a fan base of 50.
Those 50 people pay a lot of money.
Him? Listen, every time somebody was calling today, it's like, you're keeping Gino Visconti and letting the great Garrett, whatever the fuck your last name is, and you're firing Garrett? I was like, what? Every time the caller was saying, I was like, yes.
I swear
that's
to
right,
God,
girlfriend.
I'm pretty sure he's doing that specifically to piss you off. He was gonna fire Gino, but he was like, but that'll make Kevin happy. So I'm gonna keep Gino and literally fire everyone else.
And I think they wanted just to keep the compound part of Compound Censored. Like if it was just Anthony, then that's kind of weird.
Although he
is hostile
takeover,
you know?
It did start with live from the compound, just Anthony. So it wouldn't be that crazy, but you want to keep.
Yeah, but Garrett, everybody was saying on the line, which is true. It's like you're part of Compound. You, like Keith said, you were there from the fucking basement.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was glad he came, Kevin, because he's a big part of the success of the network.
And Garrett, did you have to quit a job to go work for Anthony?
I mean, I knew Jay Thomas I didn't know he had terminal cancer, but I knew he had cancer, and he was kind of scamming serious and kept saying he had to film a movie, but he was really getting cancer treatment so he could take off shows and stuff. So I quit my job at Sirius, but I wanted to, it was like I needed to get out.
You were about to not have a job.
Yeah.
It's kind of like this, except no offer.
I don't know. First of all, Garrett, when I called you on Monday about E-Rock, you were laughing on the phone. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you laugh everything off. I guess that's the greatest way to fucking handle it. But listen, man, to say I wish you well, but I think everybody calling in today was mad because it's like, listen, Gino Visconti is one thing, but you're beloved. I mean, people love you, and for a good reason, because you're a great guy and you're fucking great at your job. So when they hear that, you're like, I understand they got to merge and they understand they got to cut people, but it's like, you don't get rid of Garrett. He's from the beginning,
Yeah.
I mean, even
we were
Keith
getting
is calling
fired
in.
except for Garrett.
Keith probably feels bad for you because it's like he brought you there, and it's like he knows you're part of the fabric of the fucking show.
Yeah. Yep.
100%.
Yeah. No, he reached out to me, and when it first happened, he found out. Yeah. Everyone did, but the thing is, there's not that many things out there that do this job. I could be good at this job, but no one really needs it too,
You could replace Jamie on Joe Rogan. You're a way better Jamie.
Yeah, I could, but everyone that has a show like that has their guy.
You already got a Jamie.
Yeah.
I don't know how you become the new Jamie.
No.
That's why you have to do your own thing. Whatever it is, you just have to do it because there's nobody like you. There's nobody like you. And we all know it. We've all known it. And I don't want to say what everybody else is saying. You know it. You know how I feel. So you just have to do it.
I agree.
Well,
you have to do it.
You have to keep Garrett on the internet. Ain't getting out that easy. You're going to be talking about black people till the day you die on the web.
All right, well, listen, I'm going to go watch the debate.
Yes.
Thanks for reaching
calling in. Yeah, it was great.
Oh, my pleasure. Like I said, I haven't been on on anyone's show or done anything since I left Compound.
Such an honor.
So I just, I'll say, your mom's box.
Your mom's box, yeah. And Kevin, thank you for calling in and the kind words.
Yeah, we don't have to keep him on, right?
I like how Garrett gives me the email. He gives me the poor people call-in line. I'm like, I got the fucking hotline number. What the fuck are you doing? I called in. It was it was busy, and then I checked my phone. I'm like, wait, he gave me the poor people call-in line? Fuck that. I'm using the hotline. So I can get through. Anyway, Garrett, you got to do my show, please. I'm begging you. I mean, it's like...
I'll definitely do your show.
No, my fans love you too, because all I ever say is like it's like I was always amazed at how good you were at your job, and like again, I'm not saying that because it's like your last day. Yeah, I was always amazed. I was always slightly amazed. That's what I was like. I was always like, how did they get Garrett, and how is he so fucking good at this job? I mean, it was like I said, like me and Brian McCarthy. You know, Brian McCarthy loved you. He would make you fucking cookies and shit, you know? and that was like fun and everything, and very gay. But it was. I was always still like, yeah. I mean, Garrett is fucking amazing. And one of the real regrets I had when I quit the first time.
Compliments you.
Mm-hmm. One of the real regrets I had the first time when I quit was like going to the studio and just seeing you guys, especially Garrett, because Garrett was always like laughing no matter what was going on. He was laughing, and again, as soon as like me and Brian quit, that was one of the things I was like, oh, I fucked up because I should have tried to stay longer just for the going to, because then we were going to the comic strip and it was depressing. But you always made going to Compound like a lot of fun. So I'll hang up. I'm listening to the show, but like I just want to say I was really taken aback today that you were let go, and it hit me kind of hard. I'm not going to lie, because like I said on my show, I don't want to belabor the point, but you're fucking great, and and everything, all the fans that were calling in and complaining about you being let go and saying, you know, they've been with Anthony from the beginning and blah, blah, blah. I was like, yes. I mean, that's the one time I was like, I agree with every caller that was calling in, just so mad, because I was mad, but I was more like, holy shit, what fucking business are we in? But anyway, you're the best, and thanks for taking my call. I'll hang up and listen now.
All right, thanks, Kevin. I love you.
All right, you guys. You too. I love you guys.
All right, bye.
I think you're the foundation of this place. Whenever
I think Anthony.
I know Anthony is the pinnacle. He's the star on top of the pyramid. But when I didn't, you know, when we would come in, I didn't think anything could really go that wrong with you there. It's, you know, when we did the East Side Dave show and you were there, and Drew too. Drew came in there, and when you weren't there and Drew was there, you went in and Drew would, like, I'd be humiliated by Dave. I guess that's my issue. But then Drew would go, you know, I'm here. You want your seat back? No, but you know, that's all. It's like a clubhouse. It's like a tree house where you hung out.
A playground. That's what I called it.
We didn't diddle each other. We had playboys.
Yeah, we're real men.
We're real men. And then now the treehouse is coming down. You know.
I know.
Yeah.
No, yeah, like, not to toot my own horn, but I think I made like all the shows that I worked on better. You know, like yeah. Right.
I'll get out of your way, Steve. Jimmy.
Show. Everything I did made everything better.
Thanks, Jimmy.
No, that was great.
That was a nice stream of compliments.
Yeah.
I never got to work with Kevin, so.
This is, terrible for me. I don't like this stuff. It took a very long time to even start setting the wheels in motion to do this. These merger discussions between Compound and Censored came up years ago, literally years ago. And we talk about it a little, and I would just ignore it. And I, whatever. And we just keep going and going and going. And once I started coming down here more in South Carolina, and
I knew it
here, it just became more apparent that, this had to be done.
Didn't I predict it? I said once he gets comfortable down there, he's going to be like, all right, I don't have to face anybody face to face, fire them face to face. I'll have Gavin do it. And once they can't kill me or anything like that, I'll do it. Once he's done coming up to New York, I mean, it's so predictable.
Had to be. So, it sucks. Sad. But JD on line 5. JD, what's up?
I'm really fucking depressed for Garrett.
Sad day.
Yes, indeed.
Sad day.
I know.
Quick question. When you let the guys know about what was happening, did you give them $2,500 and say, now I got to turn my back to you?
No, I did not. I did not. $2,500 for a life. No, I didn't do a Goodfellas scene or anything. Actually, it was Gavin. I was in on the meeting, but with the merger and the technical end of the company will be the censored part of it. I'm still going to do a show, like I said, Gino and Chrissy, but the technical end of Compound was just
it's cheaper. Just do it from wherever Gavin does his show. It's wherever he does it, it's cheaper. Maybe he does it out of his house. Who knows?
Redundant clusterfuck of equipment and bandwidth and other companies, and that had to be dealt with. And when you have two production studios and you merge, you don't need both, and that was the issue. So, oh, good.
Well, they're a great bunch of boys, and
I know.
you should be very proud of them.
I am, and I definitely agree.
I wish you and all of them nothing but health and happiness, and may their first child be a masculine child. Punch it out, my friend.
Thank you, JD. Fitzy doesn't look happy. Let's go to Fitzy on line 3.
Greggy Fitzy?
Fitzy, what's up?
Anthony, I ride and die with you through so much shit. I've been listening to you since your first day on AAF.
That's me.
I've had a real bad taste in my mouth, man. Real bad taste. Garrett,
explain.
Steve, and Drew, they do so much, and I just bought a fucking Garrett and Steve show shirt. What the fuck, man?
Well, like anything else, they can, I'm not a company that took possession of their intellectual property. They can continue doing a show and use their own names. I won't make them sign a non-compete where they can't broadcast
like
for
Robbie
3
Kelly?
months. I enjoy those guys. I think they're very funny, talented guys, and I loved working with them for 10 years, and I would like to continue. But obviously, at this point, that's not possible, and they are absolutely free. I will do whatever I can to help promote anything that they want to do or anywhere they want to go.
It's like Joanne and Bill Schultz going on. Oh, man, this is depressing. Oh, man. It's like when Bill Schultz... Oh, God damn it. I never thought he would do this to Garrett. Listen, I'm not being fake. I'm a little depressed. It's like Garrett is fantastic. I mean, I just called him the other day, right? On Monday, or what day was that? Monday? I mean, he's still laughing. He still has his sense of humor. Oh, it's fucking sad. It's rough. Wow, I'll go back to but it's all gonna be calls, and I feel the same way as these callers. It's like it is not gonna be the same. I mean, Gavin's younger, he's got more of an agenda, obviously. It's rough.
Yeah, we're on her channel. We got fired from Compound. I don't even know how to explain it.
Should we just explain it the way it was explained to us? Here's how that meeting started. Okay, so the long and short of it is, I don't want to waste time. You guys, we're shutting everything down, and you're all fired. And
oh yeah, Steve has a family. I discovered that yesterday. Steve has a family. I'm telling Chad because he whatever. I talked about this yesterday. He was actually holding his baby. He just got fired. And now look at this. These guys. This does not look good.
But everything he just said about him being, I said word for word exactly what he did. Came in like a tyrant.
Yeah, we're on her channel. We got fired from Compound. I don't even know how to explain it.
Should we just explain it the way it was explained to us? Here's how that meeting started. Okay, so the long and short of it is, I don't want to waste time. You guys, we're shutting everything down, and you're all fired. We were just like, that's a good one. Wait, really?
Yeah.
And I just sat there and got sad at first. And then as the meeting went forward, because it was Gavin was there in person, Anthony was on Zoom.
Chad, imagine if we did a show like this.
We get made fun of. I mean, it looks terrible, and I like Gareth, and I don't mind Steve, but this looks really bad considering you guys were the booth boys. You guys made the production. Where's the production?
Odd thing about the meeting was that Anthony didn't even know it was happening that day.
Yeah.
And until like
Yeah, Anthony plays that. I didn't even know it was happening. So obviously I'm not the bad guy. I didn't even know it was happening. Here's what I think happened. Gavin said, I'll merge with you, but you got to close down your studio because it's too much of a money pit. So Cumia's like, I got to fire everybody. He's like, everybody. He's like, okay.
5 minutes before, he was just on Zoom after the Wednesday show. He's like, all right, kids, I'll see you later. And we were like, you're not staying for the meeting? And he's like, huh? What are you talking about? I'm assuming they talked like, hey, Gavin, do me a favor. Can you
Plus, they should have more people watching. There was 192 watching. When I was watching it, it was around that ballpark. So, again, everybody acts like Compound Media is so big. It ain't.
I got a breaking. After this clip, I have breaking news.
Okay, good.
The conversation probably happened, I'm sure.
Luby stood up for you and I really hard and told them they're making a mistake for getting rid of us. And
she was begging on her knees, begging both legs on the floor. She was like, you guys got to keep Garrett and Steve. She was really a trooper, trying to fucking, save our jobs.
Yeah.
She even was like, you don't need to hire me. I'll be a fucking intern. I don't care. But you can't let these guys go.
I immediately, like the second he said, basically, you're all fired, I was just like, I don't want to say anything. Like, there's nothing to say. What's the point?
Yeah, Garrett's Too Proud to Beg. Isn't that a song? Too Proud to Beg?
Yeah, by TLC.
You're too proud to beg, Garrett.
I turned into the fucking biggest little sap in the world.
Because you got a kid, man. You got to feed that baby. Kids don't want to hear excuses. They want food, not excuses.
It's true.
I got all sad, and I was like, well, are you sure?
Yeah.
Come on. We all got.
Yeah, he's got a kid, and Garrett just got married. But Steven literally had a baby with him yesterday. Unless that's a fake baby to get super chats.
Gotta be fired. Are you sure? We all gotta be fired. Maybe there's someone we could grease. Can I grease you? Maybe we all keep our jobs. Like, get a little grease. He didn't want grease.
No.
He wanted to fucking. Which,
it to you.
That's gotta be fun. Going to someone else's company and going, hey guys, you're all done.
Think of all the times Gavin's been fired from high caliber jobs. He got it back.
He got fired from the Proud Boys.
All one round. Like, I'm getting 6 or 7 people here. Here we go.
I do think Gavin enjoyed it.
Oh, 100%.
It was at least 4.
Because they're not his boys. I mean, he used to go every Wednesday, but then ever since Cumia, he hasn't really gone that many Wednesdays. So he has no kind of emotional attachment to these guys.
It was me, you, Drew, Luby.
Cumia should have, but he's now he's in bed with Shuli. He's watching Stuttering John. Almost one. He does like one show a week over there now. He's like a regular. He might be the 5th Beatle.
True.
I don't know who else got nuked.
E-Rock.
I don't know. E-Rock, I think, might be. I'm not sure because at one point on one of Anthony's shows,
now they're up to 2 or 3. This is from yesterday, but it's like, again, it's not a big network because these guys should be doing big numbers.
That he's not sure what he's doing with E-Rock.
Considering this is the whole story.
So I'm not sure what his role is. As far as I know, though, from E-Rock, I heard he's fired.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that changed or if that's the same. I don't know what the hell the deal is with that.
If the guy says he's fired, he's fired.
But months before, Don Jameson and Mornin had been cut.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought that was going to be like the end. Like, okay, that's what they needed to trim.
Yeah, the thought was, if they're just cutting 2 shows, I guess we're safe because why wouldn't they just shut it all? Like, why pay the rest of the shows for 2 more months?
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it just seems it wasn't entirely figured out until it was already happening. And then,
totally.
Yeah, that's the way I picked up on. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, like Gavin didn't even know we were off this week from Compound. Like he was like, so when's the studio closing? And we were like, This was
He's making chit chat with these motherfuckers after he fired them. So the last show last week, he was making chit chat with them.
after the Wednesday Compound Censored show, and we're like, tomorrow, and he's like, what?
Yeah, playing the old. Oh, I didn't even know. Listen. Don't kill the messenger.
Yeah,
That's another thing where I'm like, is that on purpose? Like, did he ask you when's the studio closing because he knew exactly when it's closing? He was just making sure you knew when it was closing.
He seemed shocked, and then was like, "Oh, well, I guess we got to get people
How
in
is he
here."
shocked? He's the one who said this is your 2-week notice, because it had been up in the air since Anthony finally firmly moved down to South Carolina. That we were like, okay, are we all actually keeping our jobs, or is he kept saying he's keeping the studio open, so we're like, we have no reason to believe otherwise.
Liar.
So I have fond memories of it. Bittersweet. It's almost like an ex-girlfriend in a weird way. You know? Some ex-girlfriends of mine, like, I have great memories, and, you know, it always ends poorly, but it is what it was.
Join them, comedy shows or something. It just, 10 years was a great run, and we built up quite the relationship, this whole team, and that's the part of this that I really fucking hate. It's just not viable anymore to have that much overhead.
I've been saying it for years with this fucking clown show. Having a studio.
It's the overhead that really does it. Bandwidth charges and pay. I mean, obviously. And I would love.
How much money did Anthony lose? I mean, I really want to know how much money he lost dumping. I mean, because he had one live read, Steven Singer, who was a holdover from O&A. One live read. I know he was subscription based, but how many subscriptions did he really have? I remember the early days of going on a show, people would text and go, "Oh, dude, you're hilarious on Anthony's show," or a tweet. And then over the course of time, the tweets got lesser and less. I think it was like after Dave Landau left, everything was just kind of like, you go on there, no pop. I'd promote my shows. I'd promote my Twitter, whatever social media, Patreon. Nobody would sign up. No one would follow. And I'm like, who's listening to this? This guy's no juice. No juice.
Love to be able to continue doing the show and have all those guys in the booth involved. But that just was not possible. Chrissy and Gino will do their shows from their respective studios. So that's why this is kind of the last
Gino's
show
apartment?
that will be.
I mean,
who's Gino's studio?
Gino's apartment? He don't have a studio.
I swear to God, I didn't watch this. I just have the same take as Kevin.
Broadcast from
Chrissy had a e-bag to build her studio.
I said that earlier too. Chrissy had have a crowdfunded to build her studio for $5,000. I should do that. I should do a crowdfunded build my studio finally, so I could buy more than a mouse pad.
The New York Compound Studios. It's been amazing. 10 years. And
didn't I call it? How long ago, Gino? Remember I said there's no way they'll go past 10 years in the studio. There's at least me saying that 50 times.
I'll back him up on that. Shades Cal says Dave Landau used to live with Anthony. Isn't that right? Max says Landau made the right move when he left. 100%. Say whatever you want about Dave Landau, but that guy's made very good moves. He left Anthony, which was somewhat of a sinking ship, gave him a little pop, went on Crowder, which at the time was a huge show, used Crowder to parlay it into his own show, which he does on The Blaze 4 days a week, and he's still selling tickets, and he's still everywhere. So he was very, very, very smart in business of stand-up comedy and podcasting.
The fucking Bidenomics economy didn't help either.
He's blaming Biden.
That's fucked up.
Let me get this right. He's not blaming Gino Bisconti or any clowns like that or Keith the Cop. He's blaming Biden.
That is hilarious how he somehow managed to sneak Biden into this. That's funny. I mean, that is his brand, but come on, really? The reason why Compound fell is because of Joe Biden? Shut up. I'm almost at 100 Patreons under Joe Biden. Sign up to my Patreon, everybody. We're almost at 100. We're 5 away, baby. $3. $3. Let's get it to 100. Come on.
Wow. Wow. Look how far
It'll drive Ray DeVito crazy.
he's fallen. What a sad, sad, sad man. Look at that look of confusion, trying to like, what, how else can I spin it? Garrett just got married. He just went to his wedding. Now he's cutting him loose. The best employee I've ever been around.
So many people saying, hey, I'd love to resubscribe, but I can barely afford food.
Nobody's saying that.
I agree with Kevin.
That's part of it.
I 100% agree with Kevin on that. No one said, I would subscribe, but I can't afford food. That's not happening. That's just part of his brand. That's it. Listen, the economy does suck. It's terrible. And groceries are up. I just shopped today. I was at Trader Joe's. I got a bunch of stuff. I bought organic mushrooms that were up 50 cents. I pay attention to all of this, but I'm not going to blame Joe Biden because you can't sign up to my Patreon.
And before I forget, I'm a little. I'm not going to be a bitch about it, but I never thought this would happen. I knew he's going to close the studio. I mean, to keep Gino and not keep Garrett, that's not gonna sit well with people. It's just not gonna sit well with people because Gino's a bitch. You know, Gino has no fan base. He's eventually gonna get fired. They're gonna give an option like, maybe he'll do the show. I don't know what now that Gavin's in charge. I don't know what the options are. Gino's gonna do the show from his house. And then Cumia's like, well, he needs an engineer. Imagine Garrett working for Gino. That's fucking pathetic. Speaks volumes how John. Yeah, we're a little behind. Speaks volumes how Stuttering John skipped all super chats about him selling coke. Gino confirmed studios closed, moving today. Yeah, I saw this before the show started, and so that's why I went to Compound Media, but Gino's show was not live anymore. So there was nothing up, even though it was 4:00. And so I appreciate all the tips that what was happening there. Because then I saw another super chat where people said Cumia said it was his last day. It is brutal. Nurse Flatcat here. Time for your sponge bath, Kev. Gyro, congrats. You become the shit network. Suck my dick, Kevin. Oh, wow. That's not. I was watching John watching me. How has that become the shit network? Now what am I doing? I was just watching Cumia. Do they ever watch Cumia? No, they watch Stuttering John every day. Imagine doing that every day. I wonder if they're going to watch Stuttering John again today. I bet they will. I was just watching Cumia for 20 minutes. Someone remind John that being famous is gay. Yeah. This John at the Belmont Tavern is Ray at Hackmania. What do you think, Stuttering John, when you ask what are you doing now? What do you think Stuttering John said? Yeah, what are you doing now? I'm getting trolled by a lot of people. Famous to infamous is not something to be proud of. He's talking about Stuttering John. KB comment on Cumia firing the Booth Boys, including Garrett, taking Chrissy Gino himself to the Censored merger. It's insane. It's insanity. He's gonna lose. I think he's gonna lose a lot of subscribers. I think people have finally had it. I mean, listen. Again, I've dealt with a lot of people. I mean, not as many as Cumia, but I've dealt with a lot of people. And like Garrett is top of the line. So maybe he didn't want to bring Garrett and not the rest of the guys. So he just did a clean cut like that, but it's still disgusting. It's not like killing a child, but it's fucking horrific. Wow, Sal P, thanks for the tip off because I had no idea. He doesn't have to. Big W, he doesn't have to pay rent anymore, so we bought dinner and took care of the tip. Oh, he doesn't have to pay rent anymore, so he bought. I thought you were talking about Cumia. He doesn't have to pay rent anymore, so he bought dinner and took care of the tip. What a hero! His friend that owns the restaurant took care of the bill. Let's be honest about it. Oh yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. He probably was. He's like his pictures on the wall. I still think the owner had something to do with sending everybody over to the table because they're probably all regulars. And he probably went over to the other table. He's like, remember Stuttering John? He's right over there. Why don't you go say hi? You know, because the owner knew he had a date, etc. Big W, thank you. William B, yeah, William B, I think I saw your super chat. So Anthony just announced that he's closing the New York studio, merging with Gavin and firing the Booth Boys. Yeah, I think this is the one that tipped me off. Is incredible. Also, he used because, you know, Cumia is a coward. He says he doesn't like confrontation. Also, he's a coward. You know, he plays the big tough guy, doesn't like black people, has a million guns. But push comes to shove, he's a fucking coward. So it made Gavin be the hitman for him. And, you know, he was at the meeting, but it's his studio. The meeting was at Compound Media Studio. So why is Gavin in charge? Cumia should have been the one making the announcements, but he makes Gavin be the tough guy, be the bad guy. Calling to Cumia. Yeah, no, not today. Wow. Cumia's done. He wouldn't take my call anyway. He wouldn't take it on Monday. I mean, it's just, listen, I don't give a fuck, but him letting Garrett go, Garrett just got married. He went to his wedding. Compound Media is done. Deep State is next. Stand by and stand. Yeah. ASRP, you get paid for this? Not till now. I do now. Are you talking about me watching Cumia? ASRP. This is like RSVP. I don't even know this guy. A new listener, as they say. Mike and Amanda used to say. 100 Australian. What is that? Thank you. They stocked the pond. Owner tipped off guest. Yeah, I think that's what happened. They stocked the pond. Owner tipped off guest. Yeah, I think it's something that probably not everybody, but like I said yesterday, all you need is one guy going over, and then everybody starts to. So I'm sure they all know the owner. I'm sure they're all longtime regulars like John, and I'm sure that he's like, why don't you go say hi? And John told the owner, like, I'm bringing a date. Can you, do what you do best. Stuttering John died his roots yesterday. Can't see white anymore. Yeah, but he did it after the day, which don't make any sense. Anyway, I'm not saying she's a prostitute, but I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying I think the owner was in on it. Coldest episode, mergers and accusations. Yes. Wow. What a day. The last show. It is the end of the month. People are moving. It's the moving season. Wow. Slugworth. KB, start to GoFundMe for Garrett. I mean, listen, imagine that first internal. Oh my God. Tape 2. Imagine that first internal merger discussion. Gavin, yeah, I'll buy out your pathetic. No, I don't know how it's going to go. Like, I'm a Compound Media subscriber. Like, is it going to be automatically? Are they going to like just automatically transfer? So I'm not paying for Gavin McGinnis. Sorry. Hire Garrett. Garrett wouldn't work for me because, there's not enough work to do here, but Garrett's fantastic. I mean, he's a fantastic employee. So for Cumia, that's what's going to hurt Cumia. Drew is one thing. Steve is one thing. Garrett's been there forever. He's known Cumia forever. For Cumia to let him go, because Gavin's like, we gotta fire Garrett. You pay him too much. Really don't need him. They probably they'll pay Asian Pat Dixon to do everything. Script's doing good. Please get all of Burning Bridges episodes before they close. Yeah, maybe Gavin will give them to me. Wow. I want my daughter to hear my old Burning Bridges. Oh, you used to call in? You're the angry caller? Any chance Compound Media does best of Burning Bridges featuring Brian? Probably. Wow. I mean, the writing one's on the wall with but again, he paying Bill Schultz and Joanne all those years was just dumb. I mean, that money could have been well spent somewhere else, you know. They could have done another year there, or at least fucking give Gavin or Garrett some kind of severance. Maybe he did. Who knows? Lewis Lloyd, the next guest on Cumia's show is rumored to be a guy called Nick Fuentes. Apparently, they're going to discuss the final solution to the black problem. Should be a good show. The show's going to be the whole network's going to be highly political. Comedy is not going to be something that they focus on anymore. Age of World, Kevin hired Garrett to produce MLC. Hashtag good idea for MLC. I would do it in a second, but he's not going to work here. And I don't know if I can pay him enough. I hope the studio shutting down doesn't impede Anthony's dating. How's he going to meet teenage girls now? I mean, he's moving to South Carolina. That was probably one of the factors. He's like, he knew, you know, basically moving there, he knew he's kind of cock blocking himself. Furious, a merger of humbled boys. Yes, instead of proud boys. Instead of Opie and Anthony getting back together, he got together with Gavin. They're of like mind. You know, they're both right-wing extremists. And they've been humbled. Cumia sitting there. I mean, Garrett's sitting in the booth like that. It's just, it's all blue in there. Maybe they make it blue so you can't see how sad it is in there. I mean, it's blue. You know, people are feeling blue. That's a good color for there. Anthony is the most selfish, self-centered person on the planet. This is insane. William B, thank you. You tipped me off, right, about the other one. I just want to give credit where credit is due. I mean, listen, when I was watching, I was kind of, I'm not going to lie, I was kind of a little shocked. Yeah, William B, thank you. Wow. Listen, another reason why, you know, who looks smart leaving there for $100 a week? I do. But also, it's like Cumia wants to be surrounded by people. So, you know, at first he doesn't, but then after a while, he wants to kind of indoctrinate you with like, you know, I'm right? So, you know, I don't give a fuck about people's politics. So I know nobody gives a fuck about mine for the most part. But Cumia wants to talk about politics. Like me and Levy would be sitting there and Cumia want to be talking about like politics and we would just change the subject. But that's what he wants. He wants to talk about politics and he wants you to talk about politics and agree with him. For $100 a week, go fuck yourself. Jimmy I, the only good news before Gino quits or gets fired or at Censored TV is that he is reunited with Dixon, New York City Crime Report on the same network. Oh yeah, they're on the same network, right? All right. Maybe they'll do a show together. I'd watch. Someone call in and tell Anthony to do the hype train. Yes. Do. I would do the hype train, but I thought he'd be taking Garrett. Old Pissy Eyes depressing. When any of this is doing, or did Biden hire your? Yeah. I mean, nobody told Cumia that he had to cancel because he couldn't feed his family. That's just sad. It's sad that he would fucking even go that route. Blaming fucking Biden. That's why he had to get rid of Garrett, because of Biden. It's so sad. Silence do good. You called it about Cumia moving to South Carolina. I think that's worth $5. Here you go, old chap. Thank you. No, I did. I said once he gets situated down there, he's just going to start firing everybody. And that's what he did. It started with Bill Schultz and Don Jameson and whatever. And then once he got everything settled, you know, just the way he liked it, he wouldn't have to be coming up anymore. There's no reason. He's like, you know what? Let's make the move now. His contract was up. And again, I predicted 1,000,000 times at 10 years that would be the end of it, at least for up here. And it's not even going to live on. And now it's censored TV. So are Pat Dixon and Gino Mosconi back on the same network? Yes. 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 Isn't that crazy? Wow. As the world turns. I guess the Artie Anthony show is never coming back for another season. That's heartbreaking. I mean, that was another one where I was like, it was so dumb. It was such a dumb move. And Keith was like, you know, he was making a money grab. He thought it would explode. That show wasn't even good because Anthony doesn't need Artie Lang jumping on everybody's punchlines. Anything anybody said, Artie was like, you know, he was drugged out of his mind, but still he was like, he fucked up the show. He literally fucked up Cumia's show. I mean, it was not a good watch when Artie was on. Just horrific. Tape 2, thank you. Buttnoid Compound. Wow. Plus, I got a hard out at 6. So again, that's not your problem. But we're not shutting it down. At 6 he will, but we'll be back tomorrow. I mean, that's so sad. I mean, you knew the studio was too expensive, but I mean, he's paying Bill Schultz $100,000 a year. I mean, him and Joanne, the two of them, $100,000 a year for how many years? It's $500,000 for at least 5 years, maybe longer. Yeah, they started at basically the same time I did, like 2017 or 18, probably 17. So they were there 7 years. That's what, $700,000, give or take. But when I left there, they were basically getting, between the two of them, they're getting like $2,000 a week. So basically 1,000. What Keith told me what they were making because he goes, "Are you?" I said, "He said you're one of the highest paid people per show here." I'm like, "Yeah, but Bill Schultz." Wait, what did Bill Schultz get? Wait, maybe I'm wrong. Wait, no, I think that he got. They did 4 shows a week. I think they both got about because I think Bill got $275 a show, and they did 4 shows a week. So that's like 1,000. Was that 1,100? And then Joanne got a little bit less. So they both got about 1,000 a week, which is not a lot, but it's a lot for 7 years. Compound and Buttnoid Compound plus a merger, OnlyFans income allowed. Compound plus a meager OnlyFans income allowed the Boscanis to survive. But what now? Stealing Canoe's mom's money checks, Social Security checks, rolling paninis in Greenwich. Sorry, I'm having trouble seeing. Let me make it brighter. Garrett, make it brighter. Oh, wow, it was down. Why? Wow. Red Bar is watching. Red Bar is watching. Yeah, because Gavin actually recommended Red Bar when he was couldn't do a show. He recommended Red Bar. Gavin did to Keith and Cumia. Thank you, Buttnoid. Thank you, Tigger. Wow. And it's the end of an era, KB. Imagine firing Garrett and keeping Gino. Garrett even bought me a drink at the last Christmas party. Good dude, amazing. Yeah, I mean that's where Cumia is going to take a hit because people are going to be like, "You're keeping Gino and you're letting Garrett go." It's inexcusable. It's you can't even justify it. I mean, Gino has no fans. They're still paying him, and then Gavin's going to see Gino's numbers. And he's going to be like, Gino's a waste of money. KB, who would you rather one of your daughters date? Cumia or Dixon? I don't want to get you angry, but I have to ask. I'd say, on top of my head, neither. And you're going to have to pay me more than 5 euros to answer that question. I'm not going to answer it. It's like, I don't even, fuck, marry, kill. It's pointless. We got to get Garrett for an episode. Can we afford it? KB, and Melton tried to sink my boat. Fuck Chad's bro. I don't even know what you're saying. I gotta keep up because I got a heart out. I gotta fucking do something at 6. Sometimes a merger is just another word for nothing left to lose. Is that a song? Sometimes a merger is just another word for nothing left to lose. Na 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 na. Hey, my yeah. Hit the like button, everybody. Numbers are dropping with my singing. Sometimes a merger is just another word for nothing left to lose. We'll see in 6 months what shows will last. Cumia should have told his people himself. He said Gavin told him. He's a coward. We all know he's a coward. He says he doesn't like confrontation. What's he going to do when he has to be a tough guy? In real life, what happens if some black guy challenges him somewhere and then he's going to be like, let me get my gun. Or he'll just be like, come on, buddy. I was just kidding. Cumia's a coward. We all know that. He's been bragging about being a coward for years, but then he's a tough guy. He talks about how much he hates black people and how many guns he has. Thank you, Philly Franks 5. Yeah, the fact that he made Gavin fire Gavin, it's easy to get these names mixed up, but he made Gavin fire Garrett. That's just cowardice. Can we get some Stuttering John would do? Can we get Garrett on to do Untold Secrets of? Yes. Do it. GoFundMe. Tape 2. Everyone's autopsy. Everyone's auto pay to Compound just alerted their banks. They donate to. Yes, that's true. Yeah, if you have a job, you might have to cancel because now you're supporting the Proud Boys. It's insane. Tape 2. Send Chad the link. I got a heart out. I'm not even kidding. I hate to say it because then you guys will stick it to me. Working at Compound, just being his friend for money. Yep, that's what he wants. That's why Gino's still there. Gino will get fired. He'll have to take a pay cut because Gavin's going to be like, Gino's numbers are horrible. He hasn't probably looked at the numbers yet. How many people watch Gino's show? They're horrific, I'm guessing. I think Cumia's like, if Gino had a YouTube channel, Gino has a YouTube channel, you drunk old racist. Cumia should book Garrett's ex to shit on him. Cumia should book Garrett's ex to shit on him. Are you talking about Pat Dixon? You should punch Cumia in the chest and you could punch Cumia in the desk and he is dead. So they are keeping Gino and Chrissy shows, but are letting Garrett go. Make this make sense. It's insane. Listen, when I was watching, when I saw Garrett like clean his glasses when they first cut them, seriously, I got a little sad. I'm a little fucking sad. And Garrett could have gotten many jobs probably in the last 10 years, but he was like, let me stand by Cumia. And then as soon as it was convenient, Cumia let him go. Dark Derp, thank you. I mean, it's just typical Cumia where it's like, I got to keep Gino. He's my paisan, and, we drank a lot together, and he knows Gino can't support himself. And Pecker, who got the 171 pounds of AA shirts in the deal. Suppose they gave him out to the homeless. When people call Cumia the GOAT, they mean he looks like Calibers from Clash of the Titans. There's only one GOAT on this bitch. Yeah, right. Me, right? Wow. All right, I don't know why I can't fucking get this fucking. Let me try to bring it up again. Wow, that's brutal, man. I feel sorry for Garrett. That's brutal. That's not right. I mean, imagine when they treat Garrett like that. Imagine he has no regard for anybody.
Here's Anthony talking about the compound censor move and Kevin Brennan shitting all over it.
will be done from the New York studio, even though I'm not in the New York studio.
Wow.
What a dick.
What's going on?
There they are.
What?
Oh, you haven't heard about this yet?
This is news to us. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh Jesus.
No, it's not. It's been terrible to like go through all the logistics of this whole thing.
He means firing people. It sucks fucking firing people. And I'm sure for Anthony is a very loyal guy. Anthony is honestly too nice to be a boss. You know, Gavin is much better suited to be the prick when he needs to, as the employees would see it, the prick. You know how people traditionally see a boss. Gavin's better at being the traditional boss archetype. And Anthony's a better friend and a better caretaker and things like that. He gave a lot of people jobs, you know. He fed a lot of people for a decade. And he nursed some of the some big shows, you know, Legion of Skanks, Shane Gillis, Gavin McInnes. You know, he had a bunch of people on his platform. Gas Digital probably wouldn't be around today if not for Anthony Cumia. And I don't know how places like Gas Digital stay afloat. Like paywall subscription services in the age of super chats and everybody having a streaming show. The fact that we get at our peak 1,000 people watching this show at a time in the morning is insane. It's incredible to me. Because in the age of streaming, every motherfucker has a show. There are literally thousands upon thousands of shows on right now. In the same space. It's craziness. I keep wearing shirts like this. I ain't going to have an audience anymore. But the paywall, the fact that any of these paywall places are still going is actually really impressive. And it speaks to the talent of the people on them. So Anthony hates the firing people part. Excuse my hiccups. He hates the letting people go. You know, he loves those guys in the booth. He thinks they're great. And merging with Censored means that Censored's going to go, all right, we have our own booth, guys. You know, we have one per show. One guy does multiple shows. We got another guy who does the rest of the shows. We don't really need any of your booth guys. So if you want to merge with us, you got to cut them loose.
Spawn's been a member for 8 months. Over and under before Gino and Mr. Ed eat the axe. Of course, he's talking about Gino and Chrissy Mayer, Mr. Ed. A month, Gavin says, numbers don't lie. You're both dead right. Chrissy may then disclose paternity. Yeah, I predicted that earlier, Spawn. I said that Gavin's going to give them a chance, an opportunity, and he's going to look at the numbers and like, bye-bye. So hopefully Gino's smart enough to prepare for his second thing, whatever that's going to be. I will give Chrissy this, and I can't believe I'm giving Chrissy this. I'm sure Frank had a lot to do with it. I can't just say Chrissy. It's Chrissy and Frank. They're a team. They're one. They're Voltron. They come together as one. They're Master Blaster from Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. The fact is, they prepared for what was inevitable of Compound Media going away. They got in. She flirted with Keith the Cop. Keith the Cop thought he was going to fuck her. That didn't happen. They gave her 1 day a week with the wet spot. She slowly changed her narrative. She slowly changed her brand to conservative. She took that path less traveled when it was very polarizing to comedians, when everyone was Democrat and liberal, pro-Hillary, but she decided to go conservative. She used the Anthony Cumia's name to get out there, to meet contacts, to hang out with Ann Coulter, to get into the Blaze, to hang out with Chad Prather, Roger Stone, and she built her thing. Now, is it authentic? Not at all. Is it grifting? Totally. On the right wing. January 6th, all of it. But she built her channel. A lot of it had to do with paying for subs, but she picked little things here and there. Everything. And she started building her own thing. So if she gets fired from Censored TV Compound, she's good. She's all right. That's why she's podcasting all day long. And no one knows where this kid is. She just had a baby. It's never around. You never hear the baby crying. And she's on air with the Simpcast and all those whores, the only fans whores for like 4 hours Meanwhile, where's this fucking kid? Who's taking care of this kid? Because Frank's producing it. But I will give her props that she used that platform and that side to build whatever she's building. I don't give out props.
Fitzy, thank God the people in the booth are a little more reasonable.
Yeah, why?
Not as
I don't want to fucking hear it.
Why are they even there?
I agree.
Fuck this. I sat
Fuck
through
this.
Eastside Dave getting fired, which I fucking can handle. I'm not fucking standing for Garrett getting fired. Fuck off.
It's technically a layoff. It's a
I don't
redundancy.
give a fuck.
He's not fired.
Without
Fired means you
fucking
did something.
Garrett and Steve, there is no in hot water. It's fucking Gratcast. I don't give a fuck about Gratcast. I want to see a stupid fucking microwave moving its fucking mouth.
Yeah, I agree.
This is fucking bullshit, Anthony.
I know, Fitz.
Well, I'm not going to give you my fucking money anymore. Go fuck off.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Then fix it.
I know some people will feel the same way, and I'm very sorry to hear that. But things have to move forward here.
He paid Joanne and Steve and Bill Schultz $100,000 a year for 7 years, but now all of a sudden he's got to fire Garrett. It's pathetic.
With
what a
Make it
coward.
fucking right.
All right, Fitzy.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you for your opinion.
No, it's not opinion. It's a fact. It's a fact. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. Seriously, this is absolute, utter bullshit. Absolute, utter bullshit. I'm canceling my whatever as quick as I fucking can. This is disgusting. And now it's just going to be all politics and Nick Fuentes, and it's fucking pathetic.
Whew. He was not happy.
Yeah, he's not alone. He's not alone. He speaks for the most of us. You fucking coward. You old racist coward. We got title, old racist coward.
I get it.
Old
Fitzy isn't saying anything I don't know. Up and down and sideways. I totally understand Fitzy's fits about this whole thing. But again, you have to understand,
No, we don't. We don't have to.
This has been going on now for a couple of years.
No, we're consumers. We don't have to understand. We don't have to take your side. We're the customer. It's the marketplace. We don't have to understand anything. You paid the fucking Bill Schultz $100,000 a year and Joanne $100,000 a year for 7 years, and they brought you nothing. And now you're firing Garrett. You with no severance.
This should have happened sooner, but
yeah, I said it should have happened sooner.
We kept it going because of how awesome everybody is and how much fun we have.
No,
and
you should have fired Bill and Joanne years ago and kept Garrett.
All that nonsense.
Remember, it was like Garrett and Steve. They all liked the show together. I'm like, all right, don't get too excited.
So
more calls,
Fitzy.
more calls.
So you don't even know you got 2 extra years.
More calls
that you didn't even know you were getting when you were getting.
Thank God I got out while that fucking ship was sinking, and they kept Gino. That's pathetic. That's where he's gonna get killed. They kept Gino and let Garrett go. Nobody likes Gino. They only watch Gino. They only put up with Gino because Garrett was in the booth. That's why Gino's free show on YouTube nobody watches, because it's just like Gino talking about his fucking political fucking leanings. Nobody cares, Gino. You're a loser.
You should have been telling me fuck you 2 years ago. But
Right.
yeah, that's kind of the situation. Harrison has some thoughts. Harrison,
Sounds
yes,
gay.
sir.
Hey, Ann, I just wanted to call. I know it's your last show, like with the New York studio, but I've been listening ever since Artie was there, I've had a subscription all through Landau, still currently. I'm just going to miss the whole New York studio and totally out of New York officially. I mean, I'm sure you're going to still bitch as much as ever about it, which I can't wait for. But just that last piece of New York.
Yeah, I'm not listening to anybody being like, I'm going to miss the studio. Are you? Great. Oh, man. Oh, here's a fresh take. Hey, fuck Garrett. Hey, fuck Garrett. I know he's chipping Garrett. I don't think Garrett's watching. I mean, Garrett's a good egg. Call in and say your piece about Garrett. He won't take my call. He's not going to take my call. Plus, I got to end at 6. I got a heart out. Thank God I did the show today. Seriously, man. I listen. Honestly, on a day like this, I just want to thank everybody for supporting my show. I'm not going to almost cry like Adam's last day when Vaping Dago gave me a big super chat. But this has been such a fucking blessing because I worked there twice and that place was so mismanaged and it was so, and they hired Iraq and $100 and it was just, I think about that a lot. When Iraq's like, I'll still give it $100 for filling in for Cumia. I just knew what Cumia was. Like, he's charming, he's funny, obviously, but like, he's just like one of those guys that's just like, I'm smarter than you, but he's fucking fired Garrett because he didn't have the balls to fire Bill Schultz and Joanne years ago. That morning show, they didn't need the morning show. He could have fired them years ago, stockpiled all that money, protected Garrett instead of just burning money. So the fact that I can do this show whenever I want, every day if I want, and I'm making money and I get to pay guests, it's like, so thank you everybody. I from the bottom of my fucking heart, thank you. I see the numbers are dropping because they don't like sincerity here. I get it, but to watch this and then it's just. That's why you want to work for yourself, especially something like this, which is actually working. I mean, you're at the mercy, and then when I quit Compound Media, Shuli was like, why don't you come work for me? I'm like, yeah, that'll happen. So I knew that was going to be a fucking disaster. But the fact that Garrett has no job now, Garrett has no job now. And that's amazing. That's the problem when you work for people, especially when they're stupid. Wow. What was Gino's salary, you think? I don't know. He had to be getting more than Bill Schultz. So I was guessing probably not $2,000 a week, but maybe like, $1,500 a week. So that would be $75. But again, they don't pay you when they're closed. So, this is amazing. Listen, I would have had Chad on today because Chad was right about all this. They were already packed up, but I do have a heart out. But listen, I do want to thank you, and I'm sure, listen, when you work for people like that, and it's like, if they let Garrett go like that, imagine how they felt about people like me, and they had no regard for people that worked there. Keith is always like, well, you have access to Cumia, you get to hobnob with Cumia. It's like, okay, I gotta support myself too. Yeah, Gino's salary, yeah, I'm guessing that probably $1,500 a week, which would come out to about $75, maybe $400 a show, which would be $1,600 a week, and then they don't get paid when they're closed. Wow, back in the KB bins. I'm sorry, Daddy. Yeah, I accept your apology. I'm very something today. I'm a little emotional. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just I dodged a bullet, I guess. Again. I guess Gino, when Gino says the universe provides, and sometimes it don't. But in my case, I gotta, I understood what was happening over there. It was like, and Iraq is just, Iraq got fired. But the fact that Iraq was like, $100 a week is good, right? And I'm like, no. So thank God I have this, and thank God I can't get fired. Literally can't get fired. That's why people are like, why are you so paranoid about your YouTube channel? Because basically YouTube is my employer to a certain degree. So the only people that can fire me is YouTube. So I don't like getting fired. I don't want to get fired. You think Gavin's feeling good today? And the fact that Cumia is not even there to like fucking give him a hug like in the final episode of Cheers. KB, when is the white man going to rise up? I don't know, man. That's a tough one. I mean, he's blaming fucking Biden. I mean, Biden doesn't even know about compound media. He knows about the Proud Boys, but he don't know about compound media. Chauncey Gardner, Anthony Damore Cumia, one day in the sun away from being a full-on Newport. Ain't that ironic? Yes. Hear that, everyone? KB said, mate, script was good. I love sincerity. That's why you're the GOAT. I'm the GOAT. Listen, I might become the GOAT by default. Everybody else is fucking quitting. Cumia shutting it down. Wow, I would hire Garrett in a second if I had anything to. This show is a blessing for us too, Kevin. I'm totally not crying either. No, man. Listen, man. The fact that you know I have consistent numbers and consistent people watching and consistent, you know, super chats. So I couldn't be more grateful. I couldn't be more grateful. The fact that I'm not the mercy of fucking Cumia or E-Rock or anybody. I mean, it's just like right out of a shitty movie where they fire the one guy that everybody loves. Everybody loves Garrett, and they should. Garrett's fantastic. He was always great when we did our show. Me and Brian. Brian loved Garrett. I mean, everybody loves Garrett because he's a great guy and he's great at his job. Thank you, Blue Sky. Lewis Lloyd, KB, if you're totally grateful for the super chatters, you should give Mike B a blowjob. It won't affect his welfare payments. That's not a bad idea. Connor, KB needs a new Adam. Garrett needs a new Cumia. Yeah, but there's not enough to do here. I mean, listen. Connor, RIP Stinky. Stinky is RIP Stinky. I don't make much, but I super chat when I can because this is the only funny no filter show left in the internet. So the thanks go to you guys. And again, listen, man. Listen, I'm very humbled. Every time I do the show, I'm like, even today, listen, listen, I'm not going to be a bitch, but even today I was like, again, it's hot out. I got on my bike. I'm like, I can't the one part of me is like, don't, take a day off. You have a day off. And then I'm like, no, people expect the show. People expect the show. So do the fucking show. See what happens. Do the show. See what happens. And then, again, the part of me that it's like is not a bitch does the show. And then the show ended up being great because Cumia, because of the Cumia show. So again, I understand at 4:00 you guys want a show, and sometimes at 4:00 I'm like, am I going to do a show? What am I going to talk about? I got to get a guest. Do I need a guest? Should I? So back and forth, and then I just do the show because otherwise I'm going to feel like a bitch. And then when I do the show, you guys show up. You the numbers are good. The numbers have been great lately. The super chats are still great. So it's like. So I couldn't be more grateful. And the fact that, and part of it is also like the gratitude I feel that you guys support the show is another reason why I do the show. Cause I could be like, oh, it's hot out. I've done a show, even I did a show last Sunday. So I was like, how many shows in a row did you do? And I'm like, the bitch in me is like, how many shows? You've done a lot of shows in a row. And the other part of me is like, do a fucking show. Just do a fucking show. And part of it is because it's because of you guys, and also it's like I have a good opportunity here. Where at Compound Media was absolute shit opportunity all the fucking time. Depending on I got to deal with Keith the Cop or Artie or all the nonsense or Cumia, like I mean E-Rock. I don't make much, but I super chat when I can because the only funny. Thank you, Sean and Paul. So I understand. The super chats are fantastic. They're great for the show, and they are real money. So I appreciate it. You'll never know. So will I ever take another day off? Maybe not. Because after this is like I'm gonna have to. Joe Burrow. You're welcome, KB. If I could subscribe twice, I would, but I can't. So here's $5. Thank you, Joe Burrow. And Joe Burrow's got a YouTube channel. It's great. Movie stars, you're welcome, KB. Just like the pic says, GOAT and AC. KB, in all seriousness, you're the best. I sell my nan into white slavery just to keep you happy. fucking Cumia blaming. Cumia blaming Joe Biden. Catch me if I ever blame Joe Biden for why my numbers are down. I mean, come on, man. Thank you, Louis Lloyd. Cheer up, pissy eyes. Garrett is going to move to Buffalo and be fine. Let your agent at YMCA know you're attached to me. David Hicks, back to back. Yuck, gratitude. Just yell the mic. Yeah, I saw when I was yelling at John, it was broken. I saw a clip. The mic was broken, so that's always my favorite thing. When I was yelling. Anyway, Yuck, gratitude. Yeah, just yell the mic broken. Yeah, we get it, boss. Anyway, all right, you guys. I'm fine. I'm done. 5:56. I have a extremely hard out at 6, so I appreciate it. Listen, I'm not. I can't. I'm not. This is just letting Garrett go, man. This is like right out of a shitty movie where it's like the one guy everybody loves, and then they keep the fucking guy that everybody hates and Gino because that's Cumia's paisan, and then of course Gino will get fired once Gavin sees his numbers. But the fact that people have just no regard, man. Cumia was talking about, you remember on Monday, he was talking about he was having brunch and the next table over and he put his phone down because people got to be real with each other. But of course now his last day, he's not even at the studio. He's fucking hiding in South Carolina. But the fact that they have no regard for fucking, Garrett just shows how business is disgusting. And maybe I'm having fucking flashbacks to when I got fired from show business jobs where it's you're like, this is fucking disgusting, Anyway, thank you, David Cakes. Thank you, Mommy. Most of us really look forward to your shows every day. Don't get emotional on us. Love you, King Kevin. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna end it with that. And not because it's nice, just because I got a heart out, and I'll definitely do a show tomorrow. We're trying to do our first Point Dabble Ray, and I'll be talking about this some more. Probably incredible stuff that Garrett got fired. Incredible. It just shows how fucking thankless everybody is. Not you guys. I'm talking about just the bosses. Kumi's I hate to be the boss, and then he does the creepiest fucking thing imaginable and fires Garrett. I just can't even. I'm not heartbroken, but it's a shock. It's a shock.
Cumia, exiled radio host, said a few things that offended some people. Well, get ready. The Anthony Cumia Show is premiering August 4th on anthonycumia.com. Finally, I say what I want. I don't have to take shit from anybody.
cool, right?
Yeah, I'm just excited that spring training's just started.
It started now, right?
Yep.
How would Mets doing?
Well, it's really just spring training. Doesn't really
Don't count,
anything.
right?
Yeah, it doesn't really count. Yep.
Oh, the blockheads. Yes.
These guys, I think they were like vandalists or whatever.
They were like early vandals, like you said is right. They
They were Antifa before Antifa.
They were like
these guys seem like they'd be angry. They would be angry liberals.
They're us.
It's kind of like they were Antifa before Antifa.
That's what I said.
Say a prayer for me in my memory. Have a taste, another one is through. Damn this place in me, damn this destiny.